I put it on the other side because of the camera, and it's showing a little bit. So I think I have to push it a little bit right there. Hi, are you still frustrated?
Frustrated? Yeah. Yeah, we won't make any money on that video.
Hey, it's okay. Hello.
Good old YouTube controls your life and what people see. It's like, oh my gosh.
What?
You know.
It's because okay, I'll switch it at the back. There.
There you are.
It's okay, Nepal. It's a you know, we don't
It's
make
stupid. It's just stupid. See how they control everybody? You know? Where you know,
what else
no wonder the kids don't learn anything anymore, you know, because they're not exposed to it. They're not allowed to see it. And it's just like, well, it's part of life. I mean, it's just the way it is. Are you live?
Yes.
Oh.
You greet the YouTube family first.
Yeah. Hi everybody. I didn't know she was live. Last I heard you were going out to make a thumbnail.
I need you to help Honey Pie calm down.
Well, I'm not that upset about it, but it's just it's a waste of time, you know, doing all that videotaping and stuff. You're not going to make any money with it. I mean, how many people would go to work and work for 4 hours for free? Doesn't make any sense. I used to do that back in the day when I had my own company, but you know, there were times where you weren't making anything. But it's a general rule. It's just like, I mean, it's just so petty that, you know, how they protect everybody from seeing anything. You know, it's just like,
yeah, but they don't.
What you're seeing is all fake. I mean, you know. So imagine the amount of content that they're not allowing out on YouTube. You know, Facebook is horrible. I don't even use Facebook.
Yeah.
For anything, because it's like you can't even, you know, show a pack of cigarettes on Facebook, or they'll block the video. You know, it's just crazy. You know, expose people to reality and let them deal with it the way that they're going to deal with it. Hiding it doesn't mean it goes away. You know, as far as I'm concerned. So it's just hidden and nobody sees the truth about it.
How is everyone today?
What are you doing?
I will cook pancake. Today is Sunday here, guys. So it's my rest day today.
Yeah,
I have a whole week of garden work.
Let's put it on her.
Huh?
Cooking. I'm not gonna do live. I have to go up and check, make sure those fridges are okay anyways.
Look who's here. Mayit Vlogs! Maayong buntag, guys. Hi, Jer. Good morning, Jer.
I can't read them.
Huh? You have to use your phone.
Well, I'm using my phone for something else right now.
Okay, then.
So, here, put that on you. I'm gonna go and check those refrigerators.
Sige, you have to check your job. So me, I'm having a day off today. Not kamusta sis Mayet? Not really a day off, but you know, not so much of the garden. I think I had enough of the garden work. I have the original vegetable garden that I was working on. All I have to do is hello Randy and Rose. Hi Alan. All I have to do next week is plant the Madre de Agua. How's the video, guys? Hanipai will have to go and check his meat. You want pancake, Han?
Oh, no, thanks.
Okay, then I don't have to cook a lot. I only have to cook like maybe one piece. Dami tao di nasulat. Ano yun, sis? comb my hair. I washed my hair today, this morning. Let me see. Oh, I think I have to add because I have to use. Ah, yes. Oh, sis, it's okay. Rose, you have a beautiful hair. Thank you. I have a very, very long hair. Can you see it? Honey Pie doesn't want to cut it. But I will go one day and trim. How is everyone today? Today is Sunday here in the Philippines. So I don't have the children today. They're at church. And then my job for today, it is school. I have a chess. I have a chess today at school. I like a little bit salty pancake. So just add a little bit of salt. Hello, 16 people. Who's here? Ron Prince. Good morning, Ron. Don't you have a work today? One egg. Sometimes I don't like rice in the morning. So I have oh yeah, okay, sorry, I forgot. You're in Australia. Oh, I thought I don't have fresh milk. I need fresh milk too. So this is what we call fresh milk here, guys. It's just a box milk. We don't have the one that you buy from the store in a gallon. I'm supposed to water the plants, but I feel hungry, so I decide to make breakfast. So I warm up the fresh milk in the microwave before I drink it. I like warm, not cold. Butter, a little bit. Honey Pie, take my oil container on the shop. He didn't brought it back because he used it on the kuan. He used it on the cutting boards. Honey Pie is not so happy today, guys. The the video that we uploaded is not monetized. That's about slaughtering the pigs because of the blood. I already told him that, but you know, he does not listen. So how is everyone today? Thank you, Jer. Yeah, lagpas na sa akong lubot akong hair off. Kuan, last year I trimmed it. Or maybe 2 years ago. Just a little bit. So Sunday, our live last week was interrupted by internet. Berlinger, saving money on shampoo. Oi, Jer, I don't shampoo my hair every day. I don't wash it. It's not good to wash your hair every day with chemicals. So I only wash my hair sometimes every 2 days or every 3 days. I use the same milk rose. I like you can store it on the shelf. Yes, but once you open it, you have to put it on the fridge. Yes. And a little bit of butter. I will take you in the garden a little bit because it's either I will do watering or we're gonna do singing. Hi, sister. Hi, Sister Eunice. How are you? We miss you. Jen Marie. Hello. Oh, I need my glasses. Hang on, guys. Sometimes, for some people that uses glasses, guys, sometimes I can read just fine. Sometimes I don't. So I don't know. So like now, I was trying to read it from here and I can't read it really, really good. So I have to have my glasses. I grew up on a goat dairy. Elvis! Good morning. Rose, it's absolutely full of preservatives. I can't drink it. If you are used to drinking real fresh milk, you would be the same. I know, but do we have other choice? We don't have other choice. It's the only thing that's available here. We don't use it a lot, but I know. It's everything we eat. It's not healthy anymore. How much, how much did you make when you sold your pigs? I sold my piglet yesterday, but one piglet I sold yesterday for a month after winning. It was like 24 kilograms. So, but I didn't charge the guy because he's just a friend. And so, but I charge him with the amount of feeds that the piglet consume for a month. So I sold it for like 4,500 pesos. That's the price of the piglet is 3,500 pesos, and plus the total cost of the feeds for a month. Jan More, hello, my Rose. Jan, I responded to your comment about rental place in October. You have to get in touch with us on our Facebook because I have a lot of places here for you can rent. If you want, there's a front beach property, and it's completely your choice. I mean, I can do the research for you, and then so you have a lot of options. Where's my? So I have a leftover. I didn't even consume the entire pack because Honey Pie. Did you know that Honey Pie only eat one time a day? He only eat at midnight after he's drinking. So I am really always eating alone all the time. Because at night I can't wait for him. Norway in the house. Hi, Frisness. How are you today? I'm just working away with my pancake. I show you the beautiful garden, guys. Oh no, it's not good because I put my camera in reverse. Because if it goes low bat, I can still charge it. So I uh I do it that way. So by the way, I put all kitchen scrap over here, and I will be putting it on my compost. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of plastic in it, but I'm gonna get the plastic away if I will put them. How is everyone today? Hanipay went to check on his pigs. I mean on his pork meat. I have to put my phone here so I can read your messages. Okay, that's normal. I'm good, thank you. That's good, thanks. Sis Mayet, how are you na? I connect. Insights. I met you from Winston. He's doing live still. Now, it was also a stud farm, and breeding control is very important. So this is what Filipino do. Every time we cook, we also do the dishes. Rose, how much did I make? Haha, secret. Hoy, I wanna know. I wanna know if how much do you make? Because how much do you make in terms of profit, net profit, less expenses and all of that stuff? Because I will be sharing mine, because I never grew a lot of fatteners before. The reason is that we are far from the highway, and I had additional cost of the feeds delivery, right? And also I make a lot more, not more, but good money if I just sell it with piglets. But unfortunately, this time we had swine flu. Can you believe that? Not in the island, but the neighboring places like Leyte. Leyte has a swine flu. So people are not buying much of the piglets. That's why I have a remaining of 18. Actually, it was 18, and then two of my friends bought one each. So I have now 16. But normally, I don't really grow a lot. I'd like to know if you make more profit than me. My fatteners will be more on organic feeding once they reach to 2 months, because I will be feeding them more of the Madre de Agua. How far away was the males kept? Rose, why is the male kept separate from the females after breeding? It's because after breeding, you don't give stress to the mama. And the male, even if they already mate the female, they still wanted to mate it again and again. You can't do that. You can only mate the mama 2 times, one in the morning and one in the evening. So if you mate the mama 6 o'clock in the morning, you also mate it again 6 o'clock in the afternoon. But you don't have to give stress. The mama must not be stressed, must not be moving. A lot of, unnecessary movements. So, selective breeding, which doe with which buck. Okay. Huh? What do you mean, Ron? So yes, the male should be kept away. Because men men doesn't want stop. They want more. It's like human beings. The man always wants more. So same with the boar. He wants more. So Hans Frisnes, Norway. Are you still working, Hans? Or you already retired? Have to check my pancake. Rose, nothing wrong with more. I know, but with the mama pig, it's not good. You know? For human beings, it's okay. Nothing wrong. But for mama pig, in order to be successful mating, you don't give mama pig stress. So if you wanna breed her again, that's only happens up till after 12 hours. Am I right, Ron? It's my experience only. I learned a lot from, when I started raising pigs, my only friend was Google. I know pigs because, my father used to raise some native pigs in the past, but it's very different from culture breeding. Like you put them in the fence. Before it was just, a range, free range. They just tie it under the mango tree. But hybrid is different. So I learned a lot I'm raising pigs for 10 years, guys. So I smell pig shit for 10 years now. Ron, how far away were the male goats kept? Yeah, same farm, but different pen or cage. Same with my boar. They're in the same farm, but just a different cage. Question was for Rose. I still work? Okay. Is retirement very near or still far away, Hans? My God, my plate rack is full. It's more profitable if you have your own boar or male. Plus, you have the access all the time, especially because you have to mate. I'm a carpenter. Oh, I love it. Woodworking. It's good when a man knows carpentry. I think most of the guys knows carpentry because most of the guys just build their own home. Here, my brothers just build their own home. They do it slowly or little each time. Like my brother Noel that are helping me with the pigs. He's expanding his home. He just work alone. So I like my pancake a little bit well done. Good evening. Hi, Elvin. It's good to see you, Elvin. Good evening from the States, Rosemary and Randy. Hanipai went to the workshop to check his meats. Any other reason, Ron, other than selective breeding? So, Jer, don't you have your own mama pig? Because if you like to grow fatteners, it's better to produce your own piglets. This way, you control the quality, and it's really different. You save costs of buying piglets if you produce it your own. So if you wanna go ahead and have fatteners, maybe it's good for you to have mama. I have 7 mama at the moment. 7 mama and 1 boar. and 16 fatteners or 16 piglets for fatteners. They're not really, but bucks can be very loosey. Ducks? Are you? Oh, bucks. Rose, I sent you the TV show. I was on Messenger. What do you mean? What do you mean, Elvis? I guess I'm just have to put this one. Honey Pie is back. Is everything okay, Honey Pie?
Yeah, one's running a little warm, but
Hey,
the other two are fine.
Ron, do you want to hear a story about goat? I would love to share it. Honey Pie is back. He was just checking his koan. When I first came here way back 2014, my brother has 3 goats. And 3 little calves and 1 mama. And I had a puppy dog. My first dog name is Nala. She's the mother of Rusty. So as they grow up, when my dog is growing up, she seems to be fine with the goats because my brother will just pasture the goats in my property, in the backyard and wherever. Not in my backyard, but, just wherever here inside the property. And we don't have problem at all. When my Nala grows up, after a year, she's become a very big dog. And one time, the goats ended up in my vegetable garden. So of course, what I did is to chase the goats away. When my Nala dog noticed it, she chased the goats, and she actually bit the little one. So to make long story short, she tasted the blood, and once the dog or animal tasted the blood, she will never forget it. So from that day onward, the dog hates the goats wherever she sees it. So she started killing one at a time. And then I ended up hurting myself too because I always wanted to save the goats because I don't want to see the animals hurting. But I can't seem to stop her. So after she injured 2 of those young goats, my brother was, I think, upset with me, but he can't really be upset because this is my property. And also, it shouldn't be happen if the goat didn't touch my vegetable garden, because that is the only time it started. So and he said, you have to eliminate your dog. I said, no, it's my dog. I know I was being mean.
Have to eliminate the goats.
No, yes, that's what I said. So since I have the right, because this is my property, and I feel bad about it. But I actually, my dog was just being protective of me because they eat my vegetables. I remember I think I had pechay and some of the vegetables and some of the flowers too that they destroyed. I think it was Sunday time, and I was resting in, when I got up, that's what I saw. Of course, we both are shocked. The dog are shocked as well, so they started chasing. So after that, until my brother just slaughtered the mama goat because I can't put the dog on a leash. I don't like dog on a leash. He wanted me to put my dog on a leash, and I said no. You have to bring your goat somewhere. So he brought the dog on the mountains, the goats. And it ended up not doing well on the mountains. So he just gave it. And until now, I cannot have goats. And I don't like goats, by the way. I don't eat goat meat. So that's the story of a goat. And everyone, guys, every dog's here attacks goats because I have neighbors down here and they also chase goats. They actually kill goats and for meat. My dogs don't kill things to eat. They don't eat them. They just kill. So they consider it as a threat to me or to the farm because these dogs, Rusty and Elsa, now killed chickens, but they don't eat the chickens. They just kill it if they are chasing them. My pancake is done. Not yet. I have to flip over the other one. Try. I eat pancake without syrup. I'm just okay with it. Hala, I forgot to put butter on the second one. But it's okay. Okay. Did I bore you with my goat story? Okay.
Yes, because I've heard it before.
I know, but Honey Pie is here. Tell them the update of your meat.
Was it meat?
Yeah.
It's all doing good. One that's running at around 38 degrees. One of them's a little high though. It's in the upper 40s. So that's not good. I moved them around because the one that was at the higher temperature was the one that had two of the biggest sections of meat in it. So I moved them around.
Yeah.
So that they'll cool off.
Mm-hmm.
38 degrees is good.
Yeah.
You're supposed to keep it 40 or below.
I'm eating my pancake now, guys.
But I mean, that's as cold as
Can I
it'll.
try some?
No, thanks, son. That's as low as it'll go. They're on the highest setting, so.
Ron, but did you not know that?
Not know what.
Not know what, sir? Jer is asking some questions from Ron.
25 people in the weeds, huh?
I just eat pancake alone, guys, without syrup.
So I wonder if they'll actually allow showing the butchering of the meat.
It shouldn't.
I mean, I don't get it. There's all kinds of content out there where they're butchering meat.
It should be fine, Han, because it's no longer fresh blood.
Fresh blood. Oh, so there's a difference between fresh blood and old blood. What would that be? Moisture content?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's just so ridiculous how petty America has become.
It's okay. We make some revenue from other videos.
Yeah,
You don't have to
yeah.
feel
Well,
bad.
it's just frustrating. I mean, imagine all the content that people aren't seeing because of the aspect people aren't going to bother making it because YouTube won't monetize it. And it's like, well, why would they go through all the effort to make a video about something where they're not going to be able to make any revenue from it? You know, don't do it all for fun and games, kind of a thing.
We have cow. There we have cow. We are going to slaughter it soon. After we have a free
Yeah,
space.
you won't be able to see that either, apparently. I guess not until it's chilled off and it's dry blood.
Huh?
I guess not until it's chilled off and it's dry blood. But unfortunately, I don't have any refrigeration big enough to hang it like a side of pork or a side of
Yeah,
beef.
you need a bigger.
I have to cut it into pieces so I can get it into the refrigerators to cool it off.
I warm it up. There, also a pantry garden and kitchen window garden. Mom preserved canned and dehydrated. So here in the Philippines, we don't canned or preserve vegetables or any harvest because We have all year round vegetables.
Yeah, we might start. I used to do a ton of canning because I had a huge garden back when I was in Minnesota.
Mm.
I mean, I had so much stuff that I ended up bringing a ton of it down to the food bank
Mm-hmm.
where they actually cooked meals for homeless people, mission kind of thing. Garbage bags and garbage bags full of broccoli and cauliflower and you name it, zucchini, and I had tons and tons of tomatoes, all different varieties of it. I had a big garden, and I used to can it up and make like salsa and stuff like that.
Okay, Elvis, I'm going to check on that.
I never did any canning where I used an actual pressure cooker for like meats and stuff. I never did that. It was all just boiling canning. Trying to get to our channel here so I can read the comments. Where might it be? Live. Ron Price, Randy, I have a pantry with at least 3 months worth of food. Yeah, it's nice to have. You know, I used to can up just tons and tons of tomatoes and stuff. Let me turn this down. Tons and tons of tomatoes and green beans. Even though I don't really like green beans when they're cooked, I found out I love green beans after they've been blanched for a couple of minutes.
What do you mean green beans? The short ones?
Oh, the short ones. That's
Not the long ones?
well,
You don't care for the long ones, right?
yeah, the long ones are too seedy. But the short ones will grow here too. Type thing. That's going to be our next project. We're going to build a couple of raised bed gardens so that we can plant vegetables in it, so that I can actually, work on it, type thing, where I don't have to bend over and be crawling around on rocks and trying to find where you shoved a piece of corn in amongst the weeds.
Honey pie, give me a break.
What do you mean, give you a break?
You seem to not to forget the corn stuff.
I know, that's because you yelled at me every time I went in the garden. You're stepping on the corn. And there's and I don't know how many of you guys have seen the video, but there's right where she has the gate at, there's a great big rock in there. You have to step down like a foot off this rock, right? And it's curved, so you have to just put your foot down. Well, there's no place to put my foot. She had corn planted all the way around the rock. It's just like, how the hell am I supposed to get off this rock? Good. Is nobody commenting, or did it stop the feed again?
It stopped for a while.
Stop the feed.
Randy, I have a pantry with at least 3 months worth of food. Wow! Ron, we lived on an Atlantic coast in a traditional Nipa Rose. Oh, that's the English name of that cottage on 15 acres. We were self-sufficient. It doesn't get much more traditional than that. Yeah, it's nice to live like that. I love watching documentaries about vloggers that went out from their comfort zone and living with the natives and try their lives.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. Last night I watched which one? The Amazon, and the Incas, or what was that?
Randy, I have dried tomatoes. I've never tried drying tomatoes. Here, that must have been fantastic. Robert, will you work till you drop? Who, for me? I don't really work. I just kind of along and at my own pace because it's all just hobby type work. It's not where I'm punching a time clock or have to get something done to make money.
He work at his own pace. He does not rush anything. He only do as he likes it. And me
So,
also. But sometimes the pigs is really a must work. There's no
what?
excuse. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, cleaning, and especially if you
Yeah.
have breeders. Excuse me, Elsa.
Had to work. Obviously, when we butchered that pig, I had to work straight through on that in order to get it cut up and in the fridges because you don't want it sitting out at room temperature for very long, especially in the Philippines because it's like 80 some degrees here.
Yeah.
So that's not good. Although down in the market they hang a carcass all day long, don't they?
Huh?
Down in the market they hang a carcass all day long, don't they?
Yeah.
Type thing. So obviously it lasts longer than they say. I guess for optimum safety,
Excuse me.
you want
Excuse
to
me,
have
Elsa.
it refrigerated
Excuse me,
kind
Elsa.
of thing. But here they'll have a carcass, hanging from the roof, all day long until they sell it.
Ron, it really has served me well in life. Recession means nothing to me now. Even here in Mindanao, I have put a lot of that into practice. I even have potatoes growing here. Yeah, I believe what you have learned in your younger days, you will never forget it. So you will apply it on your real life when you get older. So it's nice to grow poor, no? I mean not poor, but I don't consider it as poor. Maybe
That's
less fortunate because we don't have much of the convenience of life. But
Well, it's
you
it's
know,
it's actually rewarding to grow your own food and
yeah,
raise your own pigs and stuff. It's rewarding. You're self-sufficient more or less. I mean,
yeah.
we have to buy feeds and stuff like that, but about as self-sufficient as you can be, type of thing. So it's a rewarding feeling, and all of a sudden when harvest a whole bunch of vegetables and can them up or whatever you're gonna do with them.
Yes.
They don't do much canning here,
No,
not that I've seen.
because we have a whole year-round vegetables in all of the native vegetables are just available in the market anytime.
Well, yeah, everything's available in the market,
So
but the idea is you grow it yourself for cheaper
yeah,
and then can it up so that you have
I
it.
was
So you have it, after the garden stops producing, you've got it canned. Like, was it Ron that said he has a 3-month supply of food in his pantry? He's talking about canned stuff, I assume,
I
that he canned himself.
are you going to live permanently in Spain? Rose, as for breeding pigs, I am emptying the piggery. I'm not buying piglets now. By May, they will all be gone because we will move to Spain.
Where are you now in the Philippines?
He's Mindanao. He's in Mindanao, but
Mindanao.
in May they are going to move to Spain.
Why are you moving to Spain? Do you have family over there or something? What's what's in Spain? I'm not familiar with Spain because I've never been there. But
Randy, they are a bit chewy, but great. The tomato. Okay.
yeah,
Randy, I have reserved fish, pork, beef, and chicken.
yeah, I've never done the meat thing. Like I say, I never did the pressure cooker stuff. So it was all just the more acidy foods, tomatoes, beans. What else?
What?
I forget what else I used to can up.
Robert Wardley. Wardley. My wife is a Philippine who works hard while I'm retired and have a boring life. What do you suggest I do? I like gardening. Oh, you like gardening? You better get out,
Oh, like gardening?
get your butt and start doing things. We admire you, Randy, in what you have done in your workshop. I got a big man cave here, but with not as much space as you have there. I am a metal man here, but love working with hardwood too. Love. What's that flag stands for? New Zealand
I'm not sure.
or US?
Might be New. That's
Peter
not U-
Webb.
That's not U.S. It's not.
Or
It's
UK?
I'm not sure. I'm not an expert on what flags look like.
Me too.
That's for sure.
Robert, are you and your wife is residing in Philippines now, or you are abroad? See, Han, that's what part of our topics in our previous videos. What do you do if you retire in the Philippines? You will get bored in a certain part of your
Yeah.
time if you don't have something to do that you are interested with.
Yeah, I can attest to that. I mean,
Yeah.
you can only go around, so much and look at waterfalls
Yeah.
and go to the beach and stuff like that. After the 10th time of doing
Wait,
that.
my
it's
pancake is burning na.
like-
Shit! So honey pie, oh, not Han. I like it. I like it a little bit well done.
You caught it in time, huh? That's bad enough.
Look guys, it's not burnt. I like it that way. So I'm very happy. I myself is also very happy with what Honey Pie is doing now with the workshop, because he does not just sit here all day long and do nothing, because he's not doing the garden, he's not doing the pigs. All he does when he wakes up every morning is have coffee, watch news, and that's it.
No,
Now-
I smoke Yossi too.
Smoke Yossi and drink beer. Now he has a
Well,
workshop.
that's
I'm
in
very
the-
happy.
That's in the afternoon. the beer part.
Congratulations, Honey Pie. You're
Now
enjoying your
I just go up to the
workshop.
shop and smoke Yossi and drink beer.
It's okay.
Oh, speaking of which, I gotta stock beer in the fridge.
Elvis, I will watch your video later. Good night.
Good night, Elvis.
Hi, Australia.
Well, that's Australia.
Prawn Prince, that's what we call salted fish. we preserve those little
Some bones, eyes, guts.
Little
hair,
fish?
delicious.
and turn it into salted fish. Sometimes we preserve it by drying from the sun, which we call dried fish. And that too is our main food when we were growing up. Salted fish, dried fish, and there's another stuff that we preserve with having salt. It's not a tiny, but it's a little bit bigger, and we just keep it with the salt, a lot of salt, and keep it. We call it voodoo,
Yeah,
but it's not something
That's
like the
it.
salted fish with liquid.
that dried fish, right?
Mm.
It's also called salted fish too,
Mm.
right? Oh, that stuff stinks when they cook it. Oh, almost every foreigner will say, "Oh, that stuff stinks."
Ron, it's
why
perfect.
that's why they have dirty kitchens that are outside, so you can get rid of the smell.
For some Filipino people, they eat the salted fish raw. They don't cook it. With me, I upgrade it. I saute a lot of tomato, a fresh one, tomato, a lot of garlic, and a lot of onion. I saute it first, and then I just put not so much of salted fish. So it's like it's no longer salted fish anymore once I cook it. And I add a lot of black pepper. I love black pepper, and a little bit of vinegar and sugar. And it's yummy. Everyone likes how I cook my salted fish. They seem to not to know how I cook it. But
I don't like bones in fish, so that's why I don't eat fish.
you don't even feel the bone.
Oh.
It's
You told me that.
decomposed. It's
You
not
told
the
me
right
that
term.
on a piece of fish that you fed me back a while ago, right?
I know.
What's the first thing that happened? Bones.
He's very
And-
sensitive to bones.
Well, the problem is, I have dentures and you can't manipulate stuff very
It's a
well
soft
if you've got,
bone after preserving it
until it
that
gets
way.
stuck underneath your dentures.
Mhm.
What are you gonna do then? Kind of thing. But no, I've never cared for fish with bones in it. I like
Journey.
I like the boneless fillets.
We have an apron, but Honey Pie doesn't use it. Same as when he's doing word working, he has stuff, but he's not using it.
What's that?
He's an old man and stubborn and hard-headed, but a great man. He said it's time to invest butcher's apron. He has it. Rodney brought some apron when
Got
he visited.
one. I'll do it. Maybe I'll wear it when I'm actually cutting the
I found it. It's on the shelf.
the pig into cuts of meat.
My pancake is crunchy. I like it.
There are a lot of historical British recipes that use salted fish. Oh yeah, because they didn't have refrigeration back in the day, so they had to preserve it, and salt was the
Ay!
same thing with like pork. It's called salt pork. They would lay the pork in layers of salt. You basically just bury it in salt and preserve it that way.
Wait, Honey Pie.
What?
Hi, Texan family. She said, she lives here. She lives on the next town next to us.
Oh yeah.
And her husband, I'm translating it because it's Visayan. Her husband is the one that discovered our channel. So I would imagine he's from Texas.
I don't know.
Texan family. So that's Texas. I hope you are not affected with a wildfire like Rusty. Rusty is still battling with fires from surrounds his house.
Are they still going?
Mm-hmm.
They haven't cut them all yet. Huh?
Welcome, sis! Oh my God, it's a very small world.
Exactly, Randy.
Asa mo karon? Namo ari sa Kawayan? Are you in Kawayan? Mm-hmm. I'm glad you are not affected. We have a YouTube friend, a good friend. Rusty lives in Canadian Texas, and most of his neighbor homes is burned down by the fire, and his is gladly and thankfully saved, but still they're still having fires, but most of the neighbors are gone. So I'm glad that you are safe.
So you're going to get the visa thing, huh?
We're living together in South Australia, but we visit the Philippines yearly. Wife wants me to live in Philippines when she retires. I would be 80 years old. Oh my God! Peter, where are you in Australia? My sister is in Queensland, Morayfield.
How long?
Morayfield, Queensland.
How long before she retires?
We're in Corpus Christi,
Peter.
Texas. Okay, sis. May I know
Corpus
your
Christi.
name?
So you're on the coast then. I hear it's hard to find housing in Corpus Christi area. I had a nephew that had a job down there, right? But he couldn't find any housing to stay at, so he ended up having to quit that job because he couldn't find any place to live for his family. Peter Webb, Rose, my wife, Rowena,
Yeah.
and I admire you and the work you do, working with pigs, and can imagine you will soon be getting Randy to help you in planning an extension on the pig pen. I already put one on for her.
He already gave me an extension of 2 pens. That is a place for fatteners. That was my birthday last year.
There's more than 2 pens. There's one.
That was my expansion. I used the pigs, but you're the one that financed the birthday gift. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
The next expansion was mine. That's
Well,
from the income.
Since I've been here, we've expanded it.
6 pence more.
6 pens more.
That's all,
It's
Peter.
almost double the size.
That's all that I can handle because for now, as of now, we have 16 fatteners, which is 1 month old from the weaning period. And we have 7 mamas and we have 1 boar. And that's a lot to handle for a one person. But I'm very happy because I have a brother and a sister-in-law that also grows pigs. I asked them to, help me, and in return, every time they take care of their pigs, and if I'm not available and I'm busy, they help me. So it makes the work easier. But with me alone, I do handle it just nicely. But sometimes when I get tired, especially when like for example, 2 months ago, we have 3 mamas that gave birth just a day apart. Right, Han? And it was a very, very tiresome days for me. And I had my brother watch it.
Right.
So it's but for expansion, no more. It's we have enough. We have 6, 7. We have 16 stalls now.
How many?
16.
16?
Mm.
Not that many.
Yeah, because 8 on this side, and we have additional 6 plus the piglets stalls.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Rose and Randy, the pig slayer. Yeah, pig slayer. Actually, I didn't actually slaughter it. I just picked up after they had slaughtered it and dressed it or gutted it. That's what that pig was so heavy, as you saw in the video, they couldn't even hardly lift the thing up to be able to cut it.
Classmate na ko si Kuan, Charlene. Ay si Charmaine. Say hello to your wife, Peter.
When your wife tells you she doesn't feel the bone.
Jer, don't make our life
Good,
an X-rated.
Good. That way she doesn't know she's getting boned.
Hoy, we're talking about salted fish. Jer, ha? Ikaw, ha?
My wife would retire at 67 and I would be 80. So I really think she would go home to the Philippines without me. But she won't leave me because she loves me till death do us part.
Hey,
That's
Robert.
good.
Hey, Robert Wardley, I suggest you tell your wife do not retire at that age. What do you do at your 67?
Yeah.
For God's sake, I'm only 40, turning 41 very soon. But I have a lot of complaints anymore already on my back and some pains.
How many more years is that then?
20 years ago, I have no complaints at all. I can work early, stop the work late, and then goes to bed with less hours of sleep, and I was just fine. And my age right now, oh boy, you couldn't imagine.
Oh,
So I suggest your wife should start.
can you imagine being 40 again, guys?
Oh, no, man, I have my back pains.
Well, yeah, we all do, hon. You just have to learn to live with it.
I know, but I can imagine when I reach to 67, honey pie.
See, you have no regard to how much I feel when I'm doing stuff. It's just
That's
like,
why.
come on, honey pie, do this. Come on, honey pie, do that. It's like, yeah. Now she's complaining and she's 40 years old. For God's sakes, I'm almost 25 years older than she is. Imagine when you're my age. I can just imagine the complaining you'll be doing.
Hi, sis, if you come over to Biliran, you have to get in touch.
In Texas,
Or you can come to the farm, tell your husband. Thank you for watching our
David.
videos.
David Lowe, hi guys, been watching for some time now. Waiting on 1K. Oh, that's a visa, right? Or
Hi, David
K1?
Lowell.
And Filipina, hopefully here in October. Pensacola, Florida for 8 years and off to live in the Philippines. That's the plan. Love your videos. Thanks, David. Yeah. It'll be nice to be able to get over here to the Philippines. I love it here. I mean, I don't know. Each their own. But I've always liked living out in the mountains and the forests and stuff like that. I've never liked being in cities. In Texas, we hunt wild pigs and butcher them. Randy with the saws all reminds me of going hunting. Yeah, I never did much hunting. I never got anything anyways. I went hunting a couple times. I almost got shot to death hunting one time. I was one step away from getting my head blown off by a shotgun.
You went hunting. You hunted me down.
Yeah. I'm a woman hunter. A woman slayer.
Peter Webb, I have a neighbor which is also a distant relative of ours, lives in Ipswich, Australia.
Randy, did you keep the blood? I make really good black pudding. I didn't keep it, but the guys that slaughtered it did.
We call it dinuguan. We use the blood for a certain dish, which is very, very yummy.
How are you doing? See you around soon, sis, from Texas family. Hey, Sir Ron. Good to see you, brother. Now you're talking. Always do it, but the missus doesn't like it.
Which one? Which one, Jer?
Doesn't like what?
Doesn't like what, Jer?
Hey, Rodney. I can't stick around, but just wanted to say hello to everyone.
Hi, too.
Good to see you, Rodney. Are you working today or visiting with family or?
Hello there, Leslie Easton. Welcome to our Sunday chit chat because we deserve a break, guys. We have a long weekend. No, we have a long week of farm work and many other stuff.
Oh yeah.
So my back is really hurting. I was waiting.
Keeping ourselves busy.
I was waiting for the lady to come over yesterday, but I had guys that works in the garden, so I cancel it today. Yeah. I'll have a good back massage later at 5 p.m. Hanipay cannot give me a good massage, guys, because the right arm is not working. I need someone that will really push my back. No, your arms is good enough for other else, but not for the massage. Hi, Joe. Joe is watching Trump in Virginia. He's in Virginia right now, I guess.
Would imagine house insurance is high in Corpus Christi too because of hurricanes. Yeah, I'm not sure. I imagine it is. We don't have insurance on our properties. Doesn't matter, they're all paid for anyways. So if something happens, it happens. I don't think they both catch on fire at the same time, or get blown down by a typhoon.
Rhode Island is
I don't think a typhoon would do anything to this house other than break some windows because it's all concrete.
We don't have typhoon yet that breaks windows.
You don't have them to break windows here? So
we had one that take away my roof, but not windows.
Yeah, the tin one, right?
Yeah.
But half of that house down there is concrete roof, like this house.
Hi, Rodney and Rose and Randy from Josie. We would love to visit you guys, only if you don't get us to work around your property, because we know there's so much to do. Robert, no. You have to ask Rusty and Ken and Rodney and Charles. They all 5 friends of ours have already visited us. They don't do a single job. I took care of them. I did their laundry. I cooked for them. I made coffee for them. I tore them. Not tore apart, but I tore. I pronounce it wrong.
Yeah,
I tore.
I was the husband last on the list when they're here.
Yeah. Hoy, Hanipa, you're not last. We always want you to come with us, but you chose not to.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Remember?
Like I say, I've been there. I'm not going to go every time.
I know.
Somebody, I mean, this is like, okay, yeah, it's a beautiful fall. Enjoy. Rodney is, oh, you're going on your cruise, huh, Rodney? Have fun. I hope you enjoy it.
Oh.
You need to catch up on comments, guys. Poor old Ron is already through half of his 3-month pantry waiting.
Sister, I journey with our miracle preemie. We bought a mama, which is Jolene. She didn't grow up here with me. We bought her already pregnant. Oh my God. She climbed and jumped out from the pen like when she was about to give birth, like few weeks. And she was really have a big belly when she jumped. I was thinking, oh my God, that should hurt the piglets. So I was like, oh my God, what should happen to the piglets now? I was worried. And then before that, she jumped many times as well. But I could not imagine she was still able to jump with the big belly. So, but you know what? When she gave birth, she gave us 14 healthy piglets. And it's very, very healthy and big ones too. And now, after weaning, she jumped like 4 times already after breeding. So I don't know. She just loved to jump. So now I learned time feeding time, I will give her first. So he will not jump. She will not jump. She seemed to jump when she got hungry. So I can relate to that.
Hi, Joe. How you doing? It'll be the first time in Texas, 1 star. You've never been to Texas before, Rodney?
Rodney is the person who comes to the chat and says he will not stick around. But guess what? He's already in the chat for 30 minutes.
So, Journey, did you have to put the pig down then? I assume?
She must have sold it or killed it.
Well, it broke its leg.
Yeah, no sense keeping it anymore. Our Jolene seems to be just fine from jumping.
Rodney, you going to Mexico on a cruise? I forget where he told me where he's going, but I forgot.
He said, yeah, Cozumel.
Oh, Cozumel?
And Belize and Honduras.
Honduras, huh? Watch out for the Honduran rebels. I don't know if they're still going or if that's back from years ago. Oh, they had a civil war in Honduras. Thinking fear would be the work I'm going to do there. Just lifting my arm to drink the Red Horse for exercise. Yeah, the 12-ounce girls.
It's okay.
Speaking of which.
I'm gonna put your beer because I'm gonna clean it. I don't like you putting it there because you don't wipe it.
I don't wipe the
You don't clean
dirt
it.
off the bottles.
Yeah. So
I do a little bit. I wipe it with my hand.
No, because you are putting it on the fridge with our food, so you need to clean it. For God's sake, honey pie.
Where's the beer? You can't put beer in there if you don't have beer.
I think you brought it to the workshop.
No, it's out there.
Oh. Oh, I forgot. I used it.
Yeah, she's the one that used it and then can't find it.
I use it as a ladder today because I work in the garden.
Hey, as long as you're at it, you can carry that up and stock the refrigerator up in the workshop too. I'm kidding.
Is that a request or is that a command?
Both.
This was a issue.
Hell yeah, Cozumel is beautiful. Never been to the other two. Cozumel is an island, isn't it? Off of Mexico? I've been there before. Robert Wordley, your blogs are really entertaining. Yeah, thanks, Robert. We just be ourselves and joke around and have fun. Best we can. Fight sometimes, like all couples do.
Sus, have you ever watched a movie without a fight? Or without a woman fighting with a man?
Not an interesting one.
Or love or things like that?
It's a boring movie if it doesn't have.
Our vlog, Robert, is not scripted. We even made a mistake of airing our dirty laundry over there because I did a mistake on editing.
Belize is off the charts beautiful. Never been there, 1 star.
I've been there in my dreams. I dream to go to Belize, but it's very pricey.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
I don't know. I think the Philippines is beautiful.
Yeah. And we've never been to the Philippines, Sanipay. You don't want to go.
Ron, right. My biggest problem here is predators. Dingoes, foxes. I used to cook food. Snakes and Ghana are harder to control.
We don't have predators here.
Birds of prey are constant menace. Where are you at again, Ron?
Australia, Hanipay.
In Australia?
Yeah. He's the pilot.
Oh yeah. The Australia is primarily desert, isn't it? Most of it. It's just the eastern coast and western coast, and some of the northern Australia has vegetation, but the majority of the population live on the east coast. So I've heard. I didn't realize the population of Australia was as small as it is. What is it, like 25 million or 29 million or something? Not very many people.
Yes, because after 2 child, they have birth control for the woman. Like my sister, remember I told you? She already cut her thing, so she will never be pregnant again.
Right. 40 is still a whippersnapper. Yes, it is. Green behind the gills.
Well, if you are asking if I can still climb, yes, I can. I can run, I can climb.
Joke food.
I jump on the pig pen.
Yeah, that you do. There's no way I can do that kind of stuff.
It's much more easier and faster if I open gates.
Ron, I had a hawk try to grab my border collie in Oklahoma when she was a puppy. Oh yeah. Hawks and eagles and stuff like that.
Because it's against the light. So
and a copperhead snake bit her on the face 2 weeks after I got her home. She had a rough puppyhood. And I laugh out loud. Yeah. Copperheads, I think I've only seen one. They do have them up in Minnesota. They're rare. Very diverse landscape.
Ooh.
You You guys ever consider buying a rototiller? We bought one 3 years ago for $23K. And I built a trailer and a few attachments for it. It's used for one thing or another every day since. And the problem with rototillers here is it's too rocky. There's rocks everywhere, so you can't really use a rototiller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't what's her name? What's her name that has that farm? Helen? She has rototillers, doesn't she?
I don't know. What's that?
Well, down at that co-op there. Don't you guys have a rototiller that you use down there?
What's that?
A rototiller?
I don't even know what's that.
The thing that chews up the dirt. For
The
making-
cultivator?
Well, you call it a cultivator.
Hmm.
But it's also called a
We borrowed it from the government.
Oh yeah.
We don't. It's not ours. Whew, I'm done with the red horse thing.
$25.5 million, Randy. What's 25.5 million? I must be lost in the conversation here.
You always get behind, Hanipay.
I don't remember reading any comments about money.
Jer, they just use a carabao here. Yeah, most of the plowing of the fields,
Yeah.
especially in the mountainside, here in the mountains, is just carabao.
Right. Yeah, your brother kills up using it.
It's still bothering me,
What is your back?
the back thing.
Oh, yeah.
Especially after I do like gardening with a lot of bending and stuff like that. My mother-in-law uses it to fetch rice. Right now she has it in the mountain harvesting saging.
What is sagging?
Saging is banana.
Banana? What is it, a riding rototiller?
I built a trailer and a few attachments of it. It used for one thing or another every day since. Oh, did your puppy survive from the snake?
Oh, it's okay, 25.5 million.
What is that one?
Population of Australia.
Okay.
Banana.
Choke food.
Got bit by a brown snake. She stopped breathing about 90 seconds later. That's quick. Did she die? Then, Ron?
It's banana. We have a lot of variety of banana. We have in YouTube terms, banana is subscribers. So we used to make fun of it.
Yeah.
Banana.
Bananas.
Yeah, because it's crazy. Australia doesn't make it very livable country. Very, very high apartment rents, very high water and electricity. It's
High taxes. All that good stuff.
I have 4 friends here. No, 4. Both Australians in the island, living in the island. And Victor sold his beautiful home in Melbourne, Australia. Sold his company and reside here.
Right.
He sold it for, I don't know if that was the real numbers, but he said almost 860 Australian dollars.
860.
The house and the
So
company.
that's about 600,000 US dollars.
And other friend of mine as well built his home over here, sold his house in Australia when they found the Filipina, which is my friends now. They say the same thing. They cannot survive there. So Victor sold the Australian property like uh, probably 11 years ago.
Yeah.
He sold it before we met. And we met in 2014.
You and I?
No, Victor.
Oh.
The Australian friends.
One star. She almost died the first night, but yeah, she's fine now. 2 years old and a frisbee dog. Oh, she's into the frisbee, huh? Which is nice. Does she bring it back to you after she catches it? She competes in frisbee competitions.
Chris, hi Chris! Chris Monroe. Randy, I was glad you handled yourself like a gentleman when the missus was getting under your skin during the hog cutting.
Yeah, it's like, do you want to do it? Huh? See, the problem is she used to work for a meat shop, so she apparently knows how to do all this.
I know the cuts and I know how to cut them.
Yeah, but the problem is,
so he told me, guys, hush.
It took me a while. It took me a while to get it out of her, but yeah, she's familiar with cutting it when it's chilled.
You know what's your problem?
Cutting warm.
You know what's your problem, Mr. Randy? Every time
you nagging me all the time.
No, every time you shut me down, then you start talking and asking me questions, and I don't like to talk anymore.
I didn't ask you any questions.
You keep talking to me after you hush me. So I didn't talk anymore in the video.
I said, where's the fan at? I didn't talk to her. I was working with Noah, your brother.
I know, that's why I will not help him anymore with the meat because I think he know a lot.
I don't know a lot, but
he doesn't need an assistant like me that knows what he's doing. He needs someone that doesn't know what he's doing. So they will shut their mouth and they will not speak. With me, I can't shut my mouth. So
yeah, she can't shut her mouth and just let me do it, right?
Because I can't stop when I am seeing you are doing the wrong thing. How do you expect me to stop? Shut down.
I didn't do the wrong thing.
You did. You cut the ham in the wrong way.
Well, I cut that first one. I had the wrong angle, for God's sake. You didn't tell me I'm cutting it at the wrong angle. You didn't say I was doing it wrong.
I did.
You just criticized after you saw it was cut.
Because I thought you know what you were doing.
Well, I was attempting to know. Well, I learned after the first one. I didn't cut that big of a piece of the ham off anyways. And besides, that'll just be a smaller smoked ham. It doesn't have to be all one piece. Actually, I'm going to cut those smaller anyways. They're too big to smoke in my smoker. I'll have to cut them in half for sure.
We don't have kids also, so Rassi and Elsa are my children, and our cat.
Make a good frisbee dog.
Robert Wordley. I will be in Australia in no definite year or months because my sister has 2 children and I miss them. And I cannot just plan a trip because I cannot leave Honey Pie here alone and he doesn't want to do travel. But I believe I will be in Australia in the future for a visit. If God allows it, if Honey Pie wants me to go, and if he will be okay living here for a while, maybe just for what will be the longest tourist visa? Robert, what would be the longest tourist visa I could get if I go to Australia? I would like to stay there like at least 3 months to
3 months.
Yeah.
That's not a vacation. You might as well move there.
No, because you spend a lot of money to do travel, so you might as well make it very worth vacation.
Where are you gonna stay?
You do At Sister Jasmine's, yes.
Yeah, that'll work out well.
See, I can go there 6 months.
6 months they give you a visa for? That's
Rusty
okay.
dog looks like my red heeler, also known as an Australian cattle dog. I love dogs.
That's not a vacation. Shit, I would never go on a vacation for 3 months.
So it's not something like you do a vacation because you just visit beautiful places. It's a family visit. I miss the children.
They were just here for 6
I know.
months.
I'm not telling I'm going now or next year. I said maybe one day in the future.
They were just here for 6 months.
I know, I'm star.
Jesus Christ.
It's my problem, I would say. He wants to use the money against me. He said, I cannot go because I don't have money. But I said, I can go because I can save for it for like, and my sister will help me as soon as she gets a job.
As soon as she gets a job. And so then she's going to be at work all day long and you're going to what?
I'm going to stay with the kids. No, the kids.
You're going to be a babysitter.
The kids goes to the school, so I can pick them up and I can go around Australia. Okay, let me see. I will go and see Australian YouTube friends. Who's here? Ron? And who is in Australia, guys?
I don't think so, babe.
Travel while you're young and have energy. We only live once. That's right, Joe. Honey Pie doesn't want to travel. I had to pause my wants and desires just to fit with his because he does not like it.
You told me you didn't like traveling when we met.
People change, Honey Pie.
People change, honey pie.
You have to be ready to accept changes in life because that's a part of living. People change and I didn't change for a bad way. Thank you, Ron. Bye bye. It's off grid. It's off grid live now. I know it's your friends.
All right, Ron. Sleep well.
Rusty.
Hey, Rusty, you're alive, huh? How's Homestead doing?
Fly Singapore or Airlines. Always welcome, guys. Thank you, Ron. I will. My sister and I have been talking about it, but I cannot. As you know, when you're married, you cannot make your own plans because you have your partner that has to approve it.
Right.
So that means you will not approve it?
Not for 3 months.
Why?
That's not a vacation.
You said you're just fine without me, and now you're not letting me go for 3 months.
Well, I'll be fine without you, but why bother having you if you're going to be gone all the time?
Jesus,
Jesus.
it's only once.
Like I say, your sister was just here for 6 months with the kids.
I know, but it's different when me traveling and seeing other places. That would be a nice vlog, and I can do live, and you can be on the live chat. Hey, Han, how's Australia? That's right, Robert, but...
Live together, fly together.
Fizzle fry. I thought you quit.
Quit smoking. Well, no one likes a quitter. I did for like 3 weeks, but then it's like, It took a lot of enjoyment out of my life, so I figured out what the hell I've smoked for so long. I don't think it's going to make much difference to my health anyways. If it was going to get me, it probably already would have. Who wants to live forever anyways? I mean, people spend their entire lives so that they can live longer, but at what age is a good age to say, well, this is a good age to die? What? Is it 90, 100, 80? I mean, what age is a good age to die if you could pick the day?
None.
Exactly. That's my point.
Viva forever.
So, 27 people in the grass. That's right. I've met a lot of unhappy, miserable, filthy runners. Well, yeah. I mean, I mean, to each their own, as far as I'm concerned. If you enjoy, doing all that. Who was it? Was a Japanese doctor. He made a comment on a video he put up. He says, "Your heart only has so many beats in it before it's going to quit, and so making it beat faster isn't necessarily going to lengthen your life." Which is there's
How
a lot
many
of truth
beats does it have before it gives up?
I don't know, but he's referring to that generically wise. Everybody's heart only has so many beats before it's going to quit, and so not necessarily making your heart work harder and harder all the time is necessarily good, because it's it's a muscle, and like anything, you guys, you've had muscles, and all of a sudden you get a strain in the muscle, even if it's a healthy muscle, you pull it. Same thing with the heart. All of a sudden it can get to a strain.
Honey Pie has no muscles, so he's relaxed, guys. Honey Pie will still live for another 30 years.
That's right.
Yeah, especially he doesn't have stress.
I was watching it was 60 Minutes, I think, actually.
60 Minutes Australia?
Yeah, and they were, no. I don't know if it was Australia or where, but they were doing a documentary about, I don't know, there's this one community where old people, they took a survey way back in the 80s, right? And the people were already old. And so anyways, they used them as a case study, and they would interview them like every 6 months and check them out to see, in their lifestyles of how long they lived and what their lifestyles were and so forth.
Rusty is in the house.
And
Did you see him?
Huh?
Did you see Rusty?
Sure, yes, sir. Here.
My 70 plus year old parents had their lifelong runner dropped dead in front of their house about 6 months ago.
Right.
He was the picture of health until then.
And anyways, in that thing, they said that the people that lived the longest actually had extra pounds on them. People who were like skinny and skin and bones, they died younger than the people who had a few extra pounds on them. People that drank alcohol lived longer. I mean, not excessive alcohol, but 2 or 3 drinks a day. And those people lived longer than people who did not drink alcohol. What else did it? They said that smoking shortens their life, but they didn't go into to any of them that smoked, actually. And one was like a runner or a jogger and on the move all the time, and she didn't do very well, type of thing.
Each their own. I was 47 and know people who smoke like 90. Yeah. Her heart has so many beats, but at age of 47, I had heart attack and died. Huh? Smoked 1 pack a day, and that tar really plugs heart veins. 3 years later, have not smoked since. Jester's journey! Oh, and this is Jester's. Good morning, Jester.
Had a heart attack and died. So I assume they revived you? Is what you're saying?
What does that mean, guys? I'm a dummy from Texas. Hoy, guys, did you know that most cancer people here in the Philippines have no vices? They don't smoke or they don't drink. So
Who, in the
really,
Philippines?
there are
The
younger
guys-
people that are
The guys do.
they don't drink that. Hi, not all people here drinks. Not all men drinks. Here.
Well, not all people drink anywhere.
I'm saying most of the people that got breast cancer, and I just saw a Facebook post of a guy is dying from a kidney failure and
And is he a drinker?
no,
So
that's the thing.
no,
It-
I
it-
think
it-
what's killing them here is they're into using all these pesticides and fertilizers in the rice fields, and the people work in the rice fields.
I said
So-
that today, and someone looked at me like I'm crazy. Catfish Kid, hello, Gister. I quit 2 packs a day 4 years ago at 41. Best decision I ever made. Still have smoke sometimes. One every couple of weeks or so.
Each their own. I was
Yes, Antonio, 100% is the pesticides. Most of the
Each-
farmers here,
each
Okay.
their own. I was 40 and know people who smoke like till 90. Yeah, there's a lot of people that smoke and drink pretty heavy too that live a long time.
farmers here, guys, died from lung cancer. And yes, they do drink, but I think the main causes of it, especially the people that works on the rice fields, you cannot grow any more rice without pesticides, without herbicides. So they're the ones that first breathe that. So that's the most
Robert,
causes.
agree. If the heart stops, you're a goner. Yeah. Yeah, if I had a heart attack up in the mountains here, I would never make it because of the fact price is like 4 hours to even get to the hospital.
They use a lot of Roundup here too. Is that the weed killer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, I worked running a combine for a season, and I'll tell you what, I had no idea the amount of chemicals they use on the food. Did you know that every bit of the wheat that they process, they spray the entire field with Roundup so that it all dies at the same time, so they can come in and harvest it. You know, because normally if you let it, you know, dry out naturally, it's going to have all kinds of patches, you know, where it's still not dry here, but it's dry here, and you can't combine that. So they spray it all with the entire field with Roundup to kill it off, and then they put huge amounts of pesticides in it when they go to store this stuff in the silos, right? They've got a machine that actually pumps in the pesticides as it's going along the chutes up to the silos, and that and the amount of fertilizers and pesticides that they use on the fields, it's just insane. Made me not want to eat food anymore.
Oh, that's right, Chester. That's why you need to be near hospital. I
Yes.
understand now.
Yes, I died, and they brought me back on the way to hospital. Needle in heart, and they gave you the adrenaline. I think that's adrenaline they shoot in there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's killing a lot of farmers over here, and every time you see farmers, it's either they're very skinny and cough a lot. My father was a farmer as well, and he died at the age 56. He
Hey.
died from
Hey, catfish.
cardiac arrest.
And my dad died of a massive heart attack too, and he was 50.
Hi, Brother Rick and Sis Marilyn. How are you doing?
I said that today.
They just got up, guys.
Someone look at me like I'm crazy. What did you say? Wait. 100% it is the pesticides. Oh yeah. And all the crops are all genetically modified now. They're messing with the food, something fierce.
Good God, guys, I'm 47. I don't wanna die.
You know what the worst of it is the corn nowadays is all what they call Roundup ready, right? You can plant it, and when it grows, you can go and you can actually spray Roundup on the corn, and it will not kill it. Kills the weeds, but it will not kill the corn. It's what they call Roundup ready. It's Roundup doesn't react to it, so it makes you wonder what the hell they did to that corn.
Oh my
It's
God.
probably nothing but Roundup.
Jur and Jesters, I feel older with you. You are 45 and 47, and I'm 41 very soon. God, we are getting older. We are getting there, guys.
Josie, I would die at an early age yelling at the roosters. The roosters aren't that bad, sounding if you're not listening to it over a device. I don't even really hear them anymore. It's the dogs that drive me crazy when they bark. Because our neighbor, he's got like 8 or 9 dogs, and I cleaned that up.
It's all down.
And they're constantly provoking our dogs, and it's bark, 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 bark. You're hearing that in the videos.
Oh, Brother Rick, so we are still uphill right now because we are still below 50. Oh, honey pie, you're already downhill. You're already more than 50. Brother Rick said it's all downhill after 50.
Well, I'm a good portion down the hill then. I'm reaching the plateau there. Speaking of, do you have to go to Naval for a hospital? Yeah, that's the closest one, and that hospital can't really treat you anyways if it's something major. Most they can do is try and stabilize you, and then ship you off to Tacloban to a major hospital there, which is like a 3-hour trip. So
Rick, that means I'm heading downhill. Oh, I feel so much different when I reach 40.
my yard is immune to Roundup.
Pain of my back, it's not the same when you were 20 or 30. It's
Roundup
really
is
not.
vicious stuff. Stay away from it most you can.
It was bad. The ambulance showed up and told me I was not dying, but take me to hospital. They shed pants when I actually died on the way. Yes, adrenaline in heart and electric paddles. I hope it's a huge hill, Rusty. Oh, Rusty! Did you know that they are now building and widening the road path to the farm? So next time, you will not have to walk on that steep part.
Roundup contaminates the water table. Well, it contaminates everything.
Rick, in my case.
Monsanto made Roundup and destroyed farmers' lives. Oh yeah. Anything in the name of making money.
I need to water the kuan, guys. Pineapple.
Where you got it?
You can talk to them in the car.
Well, you're the one doing the live.
Oh yeah, but Rusty,
Wait.
1 star.
Oh yeah, Randy. Wait, it's my favorite word now.
The guys miss
Yeah, I
you.
picked that up in the Philippines here.
The guys miss you. What are you doing here? Oh, why your cock is bleeding again?
Hey Rick, have fun at the birthday party.
Where have you been? Huh? Why your thing is bleeding again?
At age 47, I asked the doctor, why me? They said it was from smoking clogging the heart. Not fair, but life is not fair. I don't know if that's true. Who is this again? Jesters, I don't know if that's true. If you smoke, the doctors seem to blame everything on the fact that you smoke.
Smoking and drinking.
Smoking and drinking. If you smoke and drink, that's where your problem is coming from. It has nothing to do with eating, junk food and all the crap they put in that. You guys know the deal. Pick any box of junk food and try to even pronounce a tenth of the ingredients that are in it, let alone know what the hell it is. It's all chemicals or some food thing that's been whipped around and modified and had chemicals added to it, and it's just like, I mean, the only thing I can understand is like wheat flour or flour, right? But the flour is all contaminated with Roundup and everything. No, it has nothing to do with the food we're eating. No, it's the fact that you smoke. Didn't feel any changes until 50. I know I'm behind on the comments here. Jester, does weed count? Hey, one star. Did you know that Mary Jane actually fights cancer? It's one of those little secrets that they keep from you. Actually, marijuana has a lot of medical benefits. Why do you think the pharmaceutical companies have made the government make it be illegal? It has, because they can't patent that. It's a natural plant. So they have to have something that they modify. They're making the drugs out of the same stuff, out of opium and marijuana. They're getting their derivatives, their cooked up little formulas from the same stuff. And of course they don't want you to get that benefit for free. How'd they make any money that way? What's the other thing that they made illegal that's good for cancer? Bitter apricot kernels, right? The big squawk is, those are illegal, technically illegal to sell in the U.S., but you can still get them. But they fight cancer. They have what's the vitamin B12, I think, and they call it cyanide, and it's not, and it's not the cyanide that kills you. The type cyanide that kills you. It's just like, I love how they do all this shit. It's just like apple seeds have the same thing in it. And so remember as kids, they said, "No, well, don't eat the seeds of an apple." Why? Because it has health benefits to it, especially if you chew them, right? Why do you think they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away? People in the States, or people around the world nowadays, are so gaslighted and hoodwinked. It's incredible. They hear something, a doctor or scientist or whatever say something, and it's gotta be true. It's gotta be true. I saw it on the news. Nah, it's all propaganda bullshit so that they can, get your money and kill you. Like I say, I don't worry about it. I mean, I know one day I'm going to die from something, whether it's a heart attack, a stroke, cancer of any kind, lung cancer, colon cancer, or whatever. I don't know, but, I'm not going to sit and worry about the whole thing. I don't even bother going to the doctor. Just to have them tell me what it is I'm dying from? And then your brain starts going, oh my God, I'm gonna die now. And then you start worrying, and the stress of that actually ends up killing you. So I'd rather not know what I'm dying from. I'll just wait till my time comes. That's all the more we can do in life. Enjoy life while you're here. Don't worry about trying to make life extended and be miserable. That's not living. That's just existing. Rose, you couldn't leave the mountains for 6 months. Laughing my ass off. Yeah, I know. She probably wouldn't like Australia anyways. Chris Monroe. A lot of things sound good on paper until you actually do it or get there. It's just like, this isn't what I thought it would be, kind of thing. I mean, Australia, in my mind, it's either like a big city or suburb that you're living in, or you're kind of in the desert, the outback. So I don't know, maybe I'm wrong on that, but that's kind of what I picture. All the population lives, or most of the population lives on the east coast of Australia, and all in the middle is arid desert type land, and then the west coast has green again. But I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong on that. And Rose doesn't like cities, so that she hates going into the city even to do shopping. It's hot, noisy, it's polluted. 10 out of 10 for us aren't gonna make it out of the world alive. Yeah, that's true. %, you're gonna go sometime. Good God, Jester, $1K a month for medication. Damn, man, that's crazy.
Are you ending the live?
Now I have to take medication that costs $1,000 a month to keep blood thin. Jester, just drink alcohol. It does the same thing. It's a blood thinner. Well, it is.
Honey pie?
What? Has to be. No, it's an own blood thinner. Hey Rick, how you doing today? Better late than never, huh? Brandy, I saw a guy with bad Parkinson's take 1 drop on his tongue, and within 5 minutes his shaking was gone. Yeah, I know there's all kinds of benefits to it, but are they going to tell you the truth? Just like what were those drugs that they were suppressing during COVID? They all worked too, but
Ivermectin.
Ivermectin.
Yeah.
And there was another one too that was more complicated than that, and it was for treating malaria. I mean, it's been around for like 80 years or something, but it wasn't approved for doing like COVID and stuff. No, instead they give you this experimental RNA or whatever that shit is on the jab. And that's okay, but of course they didn't want you to have something that you could they actually made it against the law for doctors to prescribe it. And it's a drug that's been around for 80 years and there's no known side effects of it. And of course they aren't going to make any money with that. So no, that's not allowed. It's not approved for this kind of treatment. And so our government's out of control. Well, governments everywhere, they're completely out of control. They don't care about the population. They want to see them go anyways, especially if you're older, because of the fact then they don't have to pay out the Social Security. They can give it to the legal immigrants. So everybody can see what they're doing. It's just that I don't know what it's going to take for people to finally wake up and act up, kind of thing, and cram it down the government's throat that we've had enough. No more of this crap. I guess maybe when you reach the point where your family is starving to death and there's no food for them to eat, kind of thing. Have you noticed how there's been so many food plant fires? Jeez, there's been hundreds of them in the U.S. where food processing plants are all burning down.
Yeah.
And meat processing plants, and they're all exploding and burning down. I wonder why that is. And let's see, you couldn't get baby formula. Oh no, you couldn't get baby formula because I think one baby got sick or something from it, and so they stopped making it. And there's only like 2 companies that even make the crap. And so what did they do? People were going to Mexico actually to buy baby formula. That was, if you live down in like Arizona and stuff like that, because they had plenty of it.
I'm gonna continue my watering, guys, because it's hot. I just came here to check honey pie. And you can talk. It's a nice day to chill.
What? No way.
It's Sunday over here, so enjoy, guys.
No way you mean that what you hear in the news isn't true. Oh my God, laugh out loud. Yeah, you can't question the news. It was on the news, so it's true. But after 2 packs a day, heart attack. Now I'm living and went to Philippines for 30 days last September. Live life. Yeah, that's true. I smoke 2 packs a day. I have for my, for 40 years. I've smoked like 2 packs a day. That's Ivermectin, Randy. Isn't that the dewormer? Because I think that's what Rose gives the pigs, is Ivermectin. Ivermectin is what you give the pigs, right? Ivermectin is what you give the pigs?
Yeah, I use it for deworming.
Deworming? Yeah, I heard that actually works on cancer too. There was one guy that had terminal cancer, and I don't know if his story was true or not, but he had terminal cancer and there was nothing they could do for him. And I don't know, it was some doctor or a veterinarian says, well, start taking Ivermectin, and he did, and his cancer went away. I don't know, there's no way I can verify if the story is true, but I don't know why the guy would BS about it. If he was given a death sentence and he tried something different and it worked. So I can't see any reason why he would lie about it, because what, he's going to make money from promoting Ivermectin? I never see dairy goats in videos of the Philippines, just pigs, oxen, chickens mostly. Do goats not fare well in the Philippines? They're around. The dogs do attack them, but I don't know if they eat much goat here, or whatever, or do goat milk. I have no idea about that one. Rick, hey Rose. Fizzle, yes they do. Rick, did you have enough room in all the fridges for all the meat? Yeah, I did. Type thing. The nice thing about those refrigerators, the freezer part can actually be turned into a refrigerator. It's got a setting in there. You could either have it be a freezer or a refrigerator. So I just turned it on the refrigerator and put some of the meat up in there. That was a big pig. My God, I had to cut it into even smaller pieces than I wanted to because it wouldn't fit in the refrigerator. So, but it worked out pretty good. So yeah, it all fit, and it fit in 3 of them actually. And so I have one fridge that I could use for meat, but it's dedicated to my beer now. So I wasn't gonna give that up unless I absolutely had to. You know me. Yeah, Randy, he looked about 250 pounds. Yeah, the guys were estimating that it's closer to 300 pounds. So it got bigger than I wanted because I was delayed on getting the shop all set up for slaughtering the pig. So I wanted it around 225 pounds. They say the average pig that they slaughter in the States is around 225 to 250 pounds, but that's in commercial slaughterhouses. They have all the equipment to deal with it. The guys, they could barely lift that thing up. You saw that. That's handy. Yes, it was big. Rosemary, she might last 1 week and would be homesick. So I think Randy has nothing to worry about. Yeah, probably, type of thing. I know how it goes over there. She wants to, visit the kids and her sister. Like I say, she was just here for 6 months. But, and then she's going to be staying at the house with her and her husband, and his mother lives with them too, I think. So not a good thing. And they're having trouble in their relationship. So I don't know. Tell me and we'll both know. Doesn't sound very fun to me. Her pigs and pets would object to Rose leaving for 3 months just as much as Sir Randy would. Yeah, because she's the one that feeds. She cooks food for the dogs all the time, and the cat actually cooks. Fries up garlic and onions and stuff, and mixes it in with rice with whatever meat she's using. Usually some kind of fish or something. And it's like, I'm not gonna do all that. I'll just throw them pig bone or whatever and say, here, have fun with it. That thing, I'm not gonna mess around cooking for a dog. Mm-mm. You could use a block and tackle for the next one. Yeah, I'd have to buy one though. Don't have one here. Didn't realize it'd be that hard for them to lift up, but they got there. They figured it out. They went and cut down a stick, from a plant that was growing. Cut down a stick and used it, put it in the leg, and then lifted it up with that. The problem was you can't hold on to the leg or whatever hard enough to lift it up. So they used that stick, and then they had leverage to get it up. They got it up far enough to cut it in half, which is all we needed. And then Noel, he was carrying those sides of pork up by himself up to the shop. Those things, they had to weigh, Christ, probably 70 kilos anyways, somewhere in there. 60, 70 kilos they had to go. Because the only thing they took was the guts out. That probably weighs about, I don't know, 20 pounds, and then the head, that probably weighs around 10 or 15 pounds. So it's not too much lighter than the live weight. So, oh yeah, it was a lot lighter because they cut the tail off. So that was, that took a lot of weight off of it. Later, sir. Goodbye. Okay, we'll see you, One Star. Okay, guys, I'm signing off. My queen is taking a nap, and I'm off to the playground with my princess. Catch you all later. All right, gear. Have fun. Rusty dog, seasoned intruder. He's barking at the neighbor's dogs. Like I say, he's got like 8 or 9 dogs up there, and they come onto our property here all the time. They're constantly barking up there, and then the dogs will bark back at him, and it's just like, it's driving me crazy. I'm gonna have it in with this guy. But you don't need so many damn dogs, and if you do, keep them under control. All they're doing is provoking our dogs. That's not normal. I mean, the dogs normally, before he was here, he's relatively new here. He's been here for I don't know, 2 years or something like that, or 3 years, and gets all these dogs, and he has a large chicken coop because he raises chickens for eggs, and I'll tell you, the dogs used to only bark when somebody they didn't know would come onto the property, kind of a thing. But now the dogs they come down here next to the house all the time and provoke our dogs, and then they get in fights sometimes, and get injured, or his dogs get injured. That was all I saw them with the stick. Yeah, that was good thinking though. Oh, One Star, you're still here, huh? You were saying bye to gear. So it was an interesting experience. First time I've ever done anything like that, kind of a thing. I mean, I've been around when they slaughter a pig for doing a lechon, cleaning it up, and then putting it on the spigot and roasting it over the fire. I've been around for that, but it's the first time I've ever attempted to actually butcher a pig, or any animal for that matter. So it's interesting. I'm gonna get myself some good cuts of meat. That's what I'm after. I want some bone-in pork chops, and then I'll have some. I think I'm gonna try. I don't know. I'll see if it's too difficult to get the bones out. I think on one side of the pig, I'm gonna do bone-in pork chops and stuff, because you lose out on the baby back ribs if you do that with the boneless pork chops. But and then one side I'll try and debone it so I end up with the ribs. I don't know. I'll see. That, and having a nice big fresh pork belly that what's in it. It's not full of antibiotics and steroids and all of that, because Rose raised it, and cure that up and smoke it. Oh, I can't wait. I did a ham, a little ham. They say you can make a ham virtually out of any part of the pig, but I did the little ham. I cured it and smoked it back. I don't know, it's like a month ago now. It turned out pretty good. I think I actually over smoked it. It was pretty smoky flavored, for sure. I had smoke billowing out of that thing the entire time for like 5 hours. Oh Lord. So I think I overdid it, but it was still good. And I learned it ended up a bit salty. I mean, ham is salty anyway, but I rinsed it off a little bit. But I think next time I will rinse it more before I smoke it to get rid of some of that salty taste. Thick cut pork chops on the grill are the best. Yeah, I'm gonna end up with the. I'm going to try to. They say that if you go between the spine, you know, the gaps on the spine, if you go between there, you can actually cut through it with a knife. But and you end up with about a 1-inch pork chop that way. So that's what I'm gonna try. I mean, if I can't get through with the knife, I've got the sawzall to get through the bone part. So that sawzall works pretty good doing that. I had somebody suggest to get a different blade, more coarse blade, but I didn't have any long ones. I had long ones that were, you know, metal cutting blades. It worked, but it's a little bit slower. So I'll get some longer, more coarse tooth blades and see if it works better. And I had Rose buy that hacksaw, but you can't get the hacksaw in there. So I don't know. The guys all show using a hand hacksaw. It must be special ones that they get, you know, for doing meat or whatever. But you can't get down in there. At least I couldn't. So I just used the sawzall. What makes pig so salty? When you cure it, you have to, you know, cure it to preserve it, and so you have salt in the water, salt and sugar and whatever other kind of spices you want to put in there. When you cure it for like a week, you know, a week to 10 days, you cure the like a ham. I don't know. It's supposed to be 2 days for every couple of pounds or something. But anyways, you cure it for like a week and then, you know, absorb. That's how you preserve it so it doesn't spoil right away. So that you don't have to freeze it all. Yeah, you harvest the loin on both sides of the spine. Pork tenderloin is awesome. Yeah, I see the loin in there. Like I say, I'm gonna wait until it's chilled off because I'm sure you all are aware of how difficult it is. I mean, take a pig that's, you know, just been slaughtered and think about how warm that meat is. It's all flexible and, you know, mushy and wants to go. The knife doesn't want to cut it. After it's, you know, chilled and firmed up, yeah, it's a lot easier to cut. I mean, Rose and I were arguing about that the other day. She says, "Oh no, we're gonna cut that off now. Cut the fat off now." It's like, no, it's almost impossible to. It's not chilled and firmed and firm. So I didn't listen to her. I told her to hush. You know. What do you guys charge per night or month to rent your guest house? I'm planning on move to rural area to set up a small firm for permaculture farm soon. We don't really rent it out long term. People come and, you know, stay short term, like a week or so, kind of a thing. We don't rent it out because of the fact that we want to leave it open for like my family and stuff coming to visit. So I don't know. We'll have to talk about it. Wouldn't mind learning a bit from you two for 1 to 3 months. Yeah, it can be fun. Do you drink beer? The the thing of that is, I mean, you guys are all nice, but we have to vent you. We have to vent you, because it's like you don't want to be renting to somebody that is going to be just a complainer or this and that, and not having fun or being a hassle on our life, I guess I would say. So we have to vent you and see if we get along good, kind of a thing.
In short, they cannot come here unless they drink and smoke.
Yeah, exactly. Well, they
Real
don't.
hand.
They don't have to smoke. So they
I just watered the pineapples.
they
Hold on. Can you switch off the
have to
fan?
not mind me smoking,
Yeah, Han.
because
Switch off the fan for a while.
we've had some over here where they're sitting here, and I'm smoking because I'm in my chair, and they're sitting here, and you can tell that the smoke is bothering them a little bit, and it's just like, well, should I have to get up out of my chair and go and sit somewhere else, or should they, type of thing. I live my life. I don't live my life to entertain, other people all the time.
Oh boy, guys.
I don't have a problem being, hospitable, but at the same time, I'm not going to change my lifestyle to accommodate you.
Plain and simple.
I think you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got immune with the smoke, guys. So.
Well, the fan's on most of the time.
Sus!
It doesn't really go.
Bullshit.
It goes right out the door that's open over here. For God's sakes, we got a 6-foot wide patio door. We have 2 of them actually, and the fan just blows it right out the house. I seen you butcher pig, but didn't see you cure it. Did I miss that part? No, right now I'm aging it in the refrigerators. I'm gonna age it for a few days to make it a little more tender. It doesn't really make it more tender. Apparently it changes the flavor, makes the flavor better. You don't have to age a pig. Like a cow you have to, because otherwise it's so tough you can't even eat it.
There you go, Rick. You fit in.
But no, you haven't missed it yet. That's going to be coming up, couple of days, and I'll do a video of that where I make it into all the various cuts, and the hams and pork chops and tenderloin things and roasts and you name it.
What does it mean, permaculture?
Permaculture? I'm not sure exactly what permaculture is, but something to do with agriculture, and then one star. I drink and smoke, laugh out loud. When I get pillowed, I will be on the go 80% of the time. Laugh out loud. Oh yeah, travel around and see things. So will you cure it later? Yeah, I'll cure it after I butcher it. Like on the pork bellies, I gotta cut the pork bellies off, and then I'm gonna skin everything. I don't want the skin on anything. I'll leave some skin maybe on the one of the hams, and but the rest of it I'm gonna skin. That skin is tough. Oy, yay. So I'm gonna try the ham. One I'll leave the skin on, and the other I'll take it off, and then see how it turns out differently. If I like it with the skin on or the skin off or whatever. Life's all an experiment when it comes to this butchering thing for me. Permaculture is just a big word for being organic.
Okay, I got you.
Organic farming. Yeah, that's what we do over here. You don't even use fertilizers, do you?
No.
Type of thing. Not that some fertilizers are bad, kind of a thing. It's just food for.
That's why in most of my videos, I always say I prefer fruit trees that just bear fruits without needing a fertilizer, like pineapples. That's why I love pineapples. I just plant. Every time I harvest, I planted a new one, and there's another new bud coming, and I'm planting again.
That and don't need pesticides.
No pesticides, no
keep the bugs out.
fertilizers. It just, just plain. I love it plain. I love guava. Oh, guys, did you know the fruit that has a bad smell for you? You know the durian fruit?
Oh, yeah.
I've already told the story about it.
I've never smelled one, but.
Han, I didn't like it myself in the past. When I was in Manila, I never liked it. When I came here, my brother has a durian. I fell in love with it. The first time I tasted it, picking ripe, ready from the fruit tree. It smells so good, and yum, yum,
Doesn't
yum, yum.
have that stinky smell to it?
No, it's not stinky.
Why did they say
all.
that durian fruit is so stinky?
It has something to do when it's not fresh. Everything when it's not fresh, it smells bad.
If it's not ripe yet, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh,
No, it's not fresh anymore.
oh, yeah.
Like, because most of the time they harvest it unripe, like pineapple. You know?
Thank you, Jester Journey.
Beer on me.
$5 beer on me. All right.
Cheers!
What time is it? Oh, Christ, it's 11:30 already. I gotta put a beer in the freezer
Durian.
to chill it off.
No.
Thanks for reminding me, Jester.
Jester's Journey. Your opinion about that may change when you actually eat and smell right after it's being picked from the fruit, from the tree itself. Because I myself is a living testimony. I never liked it, the smell, I never liked it. I never tasted the fruit. But when I came here, when I retire, my brother has a durian, and I love it. That's why I planted myself a durian. So I have 1, 2, 3. One is killed by my brother, Noel's carabao. Good thing it regrow. But I had 1, 2. I have 6 durian fruit.
Are they still all alive?
Yes.
How
The other one,
How long before they're gonna bear
7
fruit?
years.
Oh, 7 years? Shit, I'll probably be dead by then.
No, it's 7 years from the day I planted it. And I planted
How long
it in
ago did you plant
2020.
You planted it in 2020?
Yes.
So 2027 then.
Yes.
So a few years to go yet.
I did eat and smell. Yuck. You probably eat not fresh. Believe me, you will love it. Well, I'm speaking for myself, but because I love it.
Permaculture is about layering your plants and finding companion plants or other plants that benefit each other.
Oh my god. I think it's something psychological.
What is it?
But as I
Oh,
said,
the thing? I've never smelt one, so
you want me to buy one?
Huh?
In the city?
well, I don't wanna have a stinky fruit around. If it's stinky,
It's not actually stinky. That's its smell, for God's sake. I wish, you know what? If durian can only choose its smell, maybe it has chosen its own smell. But no, it's not like a gender that you can choose.
some plants fix nitrogen or other minerals in the soil that others need. Some plants are insect repellent for plants that get attacked by certain insects. Yeah, I know that there's different plants that you can put next to one another
Yes.
where they complement one another.
We have a name for that. Like, for example, if you have a big farm, a wide farm.
Crop rotation.
Yeah, no, it's not a crop rotation. You plant different crops in every pot.
Well, yeah.
Like,
But I mean, you can't keep growing the same thing in the same soil constantly, or it's gonna deplete all the nutrients
Yeah.
that plant needs.
Yeah.
You need to rotate.
but in terms of
crops.
insects, you plant the crop that this insect doesn't like
Yeah.
or like, and then you plant a neighboring plant that, you know, the insects
from the
fights
other
with
one
each
don't like.
other.
Yeah.
So it's fun, but we don't have a area like that here. So, oh, Brother Rick, I hope if you stay in Cebu and if my durian fruit starts bearing fruit, you have to come and you have to taste it fresh, very very fresh, and I think you will love it.
Durian is it's like a custard texture to it. It's weird but really good.
It's sweet, it's soft.
I did eat and smell yuck. I don't like.
How can
It's like balut.
how can I convince you guys?
It's a taste you have
it's
to
a very
acquire.
Sis Filipina.
Well, I'm never gonna acquire the taste for balut.
No, I myself-
never eat one.
I myself didn't care for balut. I never eat balut. I'd never like it.
Just a journey. My Filipino likes milkshakes made of that. Gross.
Sister Munchkin, we're talking about kuan ba, about durian. Di ba baho man kayo ang durian, sister? Ako gikwento sa ilaha nga before naapa ko sa Manila, dili sad ko ganahan og durian. But nung pagnarin ako sa Philippines, pagnarin ako sa probinsya way back 2014, naay durian fruit ang akong brother sa iyang backyard. Unya, iya kong gipatilaw kay fresh, mao pa jud pag harvest sa punuan. Very yummy, sister. That's why I fall in love with the durian, and I planted my own durian because my brother kept all the seeds. And Tarlac City, hi, welcome, Oliver.
I tried durian. I can't do it. Marilyn likes it, and her mom's favorite. Yeah, I guess I'll find out in like
You'll find.
4 years if I'm still
4
alive.
years from now, our durian will start give fruits.
Hello, Randy and Rose. Good to see you guys. Tarlac City here.
Huy, kalami man lang, sister, durian.
What's up, Munch?
Jester Journey shares a gift. Thank you. It should fix Honey Pie's feeling because we didn't make any penny on his video today.
Yeah, because YouTube won't monetize because of the fact, oh my God, it's got a little bit of blood
Because
in
it's
it.
a lot of blood. I already told you.
There's a
YouTube
lot
doesn't
of
like
blood.
it.
Jesus.
So he was really feeling. Actually, that video that we published today, supposed to be published yesterday, but I didn't publish it because the YouTube said review on the issues, or you might want to edit it, but Hanify doesn't want to do with that.
Well, what good is it? They don't tell you which part in
No.
particular they don't agree with.
But-
I mean, did you not agree with the pouring the hot water
I know
on it and
which-
skinning it?
I know
or
which part, Han.
which
It's just
part
the
when
blood thing.
when we were trying to lift it up, you mean?
No, it's just the blood thing. There's a
What
lot
blood
of
thing?
blood in the floor.
On the floor?
Mm.
I don't even remember seeing blood on the floor in the video.
Walmart in Klamath Falls, Oregon had durian last summer. It was surprising to see something more exotic than a kiwi in the Walmart produce section. Tarlac City is
Yeah.
in central Luzon. Yes, a beautiful
Central
city.
Luzon, huh?
Have you?
Yeah, Walmart doesn't carry much of anything as far as fruit goes. They have apples and oranges, and I don't know the small Walmarts that I had available to me when I was in Arizona. They didn't carry hardly any fruit or
Sis-
vegetables.
Sis Munchkin, I love your garden. Every time Hanipay watch your videos,
Yeah, I get hungry.
she's so
I get hungry
hungry.
for
He's so
broccoli and
hungry.
cauliflower. I love broccoli.
Sister
Yeah.
Munchkin has a very nice broccoli and
I know, she looks like
Cauliflower.
a great cook.
She's a great gardener too.
She is. All your plants look extremely healthy
Healthy, yeah.
and big. You know.
You just buy all your soil mix, sis. Everything there you need to buy, right? Me, my first vegetable planted this season is onions.
Yeah,
Green onions.
green onions. How many of them did you plant?
I have now like 34 pots. I found another pots yesterday.
And there's only one per pot?
The last two that I planted have 4 each
4.
because it's wide. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
it's long.
Oh yeah, green onion works good in like fried rice and stuff, and soups. Most of the onions you get over here are the red onions, and they're just teeny little things. My God,
There's a big one
they're
too,
about the size of a golf ball,
depending on their harvest.
and so they're hard to
If you
utilize.
see meat in the grocery store that looks puffy like a balloon, it's because it's been preserved with nitrogen to keep the pink look longer on the shelves. Yeah,
Oh yeah,
That's
you're
true.
talking about puffy as far as in the cellophane, right? Yeah, they pump gas in it to keep it red. Otherwise, it would turn gray.
pale,
Well, gray, yeah,
right? Pale.
like gray, pale.
Yes, Rose. I buy my soil for the garden. The soil here is like a clay, not good. Yeah, in Arizona. Here we have we have a good dirt. So like I say, my mix of soil in all the pots are rice hull, carbonated rice hull, black soil, and then regular dirt.
Right.
But if I'm planting vegetable, I buy those ready soil mix. Which is
What are we
very
gonna
fun.
put in our raised bed gardens?
A combination of regular dirt, the sawdust from there, which I put already in the compost, and then we will chop most of those coconut shells, coconut husk,
Yeah.
the husk, not the shell.
Oh, the shells I can use for small.
Yeah, and then mix it with carbonated rice hull and
Right.
the raw rice hull to
Right.
keep the soil from hardening and
Well,
gives a lot of
on the
air.
bottom, you don't need
But you can put
soil. That's just filler, so that you can, put the good. You need about a foot of good dirt,
yeah.
good soil.
I know.
Yeah.
But you can put something in there where bugs can live there.
Well, yeah.
So it's either we're gonna put a rice hull underneath it and chop of those coconut husk.
Coconut
Should be a
husk.
good combination. So we just have to build our raised beds and
I
all
know.
is good.
That's gonna be our next project after I slaughter this pig here. And I'm gonna have to buy a chest freezer, huh? Because I need to slaughter that cow too.
Actually, oh my God, honey pie, you don't have enough space for the cow yet because you have the pig. It never.
Well, and I'm sure that Chris is getting tired of taking care of that
I know,
cow.
plus you have to pay me because I pay him already 15,000 pesos for that.
Oh,
You paid already 15,000 first on the beginning of years.
That's
and
what I'm
then
saying. It's time.
He asked me,
It's time to harvest it.
yeah, he asked me again for another 15,000 for the next 2 years or the extra 2 years. So I paid for that. You never give me back that money. I paid.
I've given you back all kinds of money.
I'll deduct it from my loan.
Oh, you'll deduct it from. I love how she does this. I pay for everything. Hey.
I like that Almeria is on the west side of Bilran, behind the mountains to protect from the typhoons. Exactly right.
Yeah.
We are protected in unless the typhoon comes from the ocean, because this is the open.
They don't
There's
usually.
no
They don't
mountains.
usually travel that way.
Mm-mm.
Though. I mean, they
So-
can. They can curve and start going like north.
You are correct, 1 star. Mountains on our
And
side.
plus we get the sunset then,
Mountains all over.
because the sun sets in the west, so we get the sunsets. Over on the other side of the island, you get the sunrises.
Mm.
But I prefer sunsets over sunrises because I'm still sleeping when sunrise happens.
One star, do you drive motorcycle?
Try plant a broccoli start in October.
Uy!
So do you think it would work over here, Munchkin?
I'm planning to plant it on a on the raised beds,
Yeah.
and to protect it from so much sun.
You gotta have shade.
We have to have the sunscreen shade. I have that.
Yeah, I bought a whole bunch of them
Mm.
back when they're probably all destroyed now.
I just put them on the bucket, so I don't know. Sometimes the rats gets to them.
Well,
So
if you put them
we'll
in a
check.
bucket and it's wet, yeah, they're
No,
gonna
it's not wet.
just rot.
It's all dry.
All dry?
Remember I pick it. I took it when we done using the rooftop. Yes, I have a Harley V Rod 1200 cc.
Oi, laugh out loud.
That's what I said, Rick. I love the upright freezer. We already have one over here, but
Yeah, we already have
likes the
one.
chest.
The problem is they, with all the different plates in it, it's hard. You can't put anything like real big in it. As far as like let's say you wanted to freeze a ham, you can't fit it in there.
Way too much bike for the Philippines. You can only get smaller bike over here. Like me, I have the Miu and then the Click. Because that's what we're gonna use when you do visit here. I'm gonna tour you, and I don't think Hanipai will go with us all the time, but you can ride the Click, and we can rent some motorcycles if you are coming, when lots of you are coming. One star, have a fat boy here.
Way too much bike for the Philippines. That it is.
Your life will be in danger if you're riding a Harley over here. You cannot even park it safely.
Yeah, park it safely, and riding a big bike like that in the city is nothing but a pain in the butt because you're stop and go all the time. So it's just more bike than you need.
You can remove the shelves if you need to. Oh, I haven't figured that
you can't.
out.
Not in this one, you can't, because they're all metal and they all have cooling tubes running under.
Really?
Yeah, those are not movable.
ADV 160 is my favorite. What kind of motorcycle is that, Brother Rick? What's ADV on?
ADV? I'm not sure.
Me too is all you need.
Don't do that. Stop pitching me. A Honda at Rose. I've got a 150 cc and you've got a what, 125?
110, 120.
No, it's a 125.
Oh, I don't know.
They don't make 120.
Where did it say? I didn't even notice it.
Yours is a 125, mine's a 150. Which is more than enough power.
What's the brand do I have? Yamaha?
You've got a Yamaha, I think.
Yamaha.
Yours is
Yamaha.
Yamaha, mine's Honda.
The Click 125cc is most common. Yes.
Yeah. That's a common one over here.
I have to go in few minutes to take care of the pigs because I have to be at school at 1 p.m. for the chess. And we already distributed 40 chess boards with the children, and I've got another 4 because we have more children. So we are 42.
Yeah, speaking of which, you owe me 1,400 pesos. I paid for
Oh,
that.
shoot. That's my bad.
She always remembers the money that she paid.
How much is that?
1,400.
1,400? Okay, take it out from the 15,000.
No, I'm not gonna do it that way. No,
Yes,
no,
you
no,
have to do it that way.
No, I'm
I
not-
paid
no, I'm not.
15,000. And you are.
So you say. You didn't.
Hoy, you have to ask Brother
You didn't
Chris.
tell me about it.
It's because you were pissed at that moment. So I just took care of it because he needed it.
What do you
Ask
mean?
him.
What do you mean he needed it? I paid him.
It's doing well, one
I
star.
bought
We
him.
paid on the first.
I
time
bought
that
him.
he
I
asked.
bought him the motorcycle.
Oh. Oh, then we pay them double then.
Paid him double. No, it doesn't work that
It's
way.
doing well. All the children are having fun, especially with the ice cream after the session. And all of them now are fast learning because remember I switched it instead of giving and as a gift. We distribute chessboards after the class or after the class training. Now I reverse it. I give it to them in the beginning, which I'm glad that Carpe Diem, the sponsor of it, supported it. So I bought all the 40 chessboards plus the additional now. And they are learning at home too because they are playing with their siblings or papa or mama. So they are learning fast compared to the first batch that we had. You imagine, it's very fun.
Rick, we bought a Yamaha XRS 155, but the seat broke our butt. We need to get an
Oh,
upholstery.
reupholstered, you can do that. You can put additional
What the hell
cushion.
kind of seat does it have on it?
It's 10, I guess.
Oh yeah.
10 cushion. Why? Is your butt so bony that it broke? Honey Pie's butt is bony as well.
It's like sitting on a 10-speed bike seat, huh? Wait, whoever designed the seats on bikes.
I like how Randy is getting checkmated on the Philippines loans.
Yeah.
And speaking of loan, we have a friend, the owner of the restaurant, wanted to come and borrow. I said, no, you only come here because you need something. You never visited him before you need something. So he didn't come today.
Did he say he was gonna come?
Yeah, he's asking if we are free. I said, I don't think it's the best time
No,
because,
we're not free. We cost a lot of money.
yeah.
Yeah, Randy, it's like a banana seat when we were kids. Ooh. No, those weren't very comfortable, that's for sure. Ooh.
Oh, we have to play chess, Brother Rick, when you get here. It's ready. I have chess over here. Honey Pie doesn't want to play against me anymore. He can't win.
Yeah, I don't get any boom boom anymore. And so what kind of fun is that game, guys? Talk about lose.
It's because you don't want to play in the morning. I like to play in the morning because my mind is so fresh.
I like to
I
wake
don't
up.
play good in the evening because I'm so tired with everything around here. But he likes to play when he's drunk. But you know what he do, guys? When he's drunk playing against me, he will always say, I cheated him.
She did. She did cheat. The very first game we played, she had the queen on the wrong color. I'm sitting there, and so the first game of chess that I played in like 30 years, right? I'm sitting there and I'm going, wait a minute, I don't ever remember being able to see pieces like this out here. This early in the game.
That's an honest mistake. I didn't
nevertheless,
know
it's cheating.
also that it was. But even after that, you didn't win against me. So you don't blame me for that.
That's okay.
I will. Oh, that's not count.
I will win you boom boom for you. Ready? Thanks, Rick. It's a thankless job, but somebody's got to do it.
Tamlamore. This is a Turtle Island. Where is Turtle Island? Do you know?
No, not exactly. I don't know where Turtle Island is.
Hey, one star. Don't get me wrong. Filipino people are good people, but we don't. Okay, I will include myself. We don't really have this good bringing up of money management or how we handle our money.
Yeah, they don't.
So here, people so go extravagant on occasions and on things that are less important in their lives. And then when emergency comes, or sudden need of money, they tend to always borrow.
Yeah.
So the common excuses of them to come to us to borrow money is to medical, pay electric bills,
Pay electric
pay for
schooling.
student for school,
Yeah.
pay for
They don't- They have a horrible habit of not saving any money. If they've got money in their pocket, they're gonna spend it on something or other, instead of save it for a
Thank you, one
rainy
star.
day, as it were, right?
Thank you, 1 star. And it broke my heart because on the other side, it broke my heart because I wanna help. But on the other side, it also frustrates me because I see how they live. They are even more extravagant than me. That I can say we have money, we earn money, but I don't do things like they do. Like, they don't think well as well, because they only want a motorcycle and they always wanted to get it by loan, which is
Right.
have a lot more interest. Like, if you buy the motorcycle for 75,000 pesos cash, if you buy it loan, you will ended up paying half more. So it will cost 140,000 or
With the
120,000,
interest.
and they paid it every month. So it's additional cost, and they just, I don't know. It's very.
They have a bad habit here of going to, you call it the corporation, and taking out loans, right? And the interest on that is something like 30,
15%,
it's more than that. It's
30.
Yeah, it's well over 30%.
Like, for example, I loaned
it's
the-
15%, but that's for
I-
3 months,
I
or
loaned-
6 months.
I loaned 50,000 when I was having trouble for the pigs. I loaned 50,000 and I paid it 60,000 for 6 months. So how much is that?
How much did you loan?
50,000, and I paid 10,000 pesos more
10,000
for
pesos
6
more.
months.
So that's 40%.
California.
20% for 6 months. So that annually that would be 40%. So you're paying half again what you borrowed.
California speaking art Bell radio announcer from Las Vegas, AM, coast to coast radio, when the first one to have Filipino wife and I have dual citizenship. This ain't no art, was an American.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I can't also get it.
What, dual citizenship?
Ah, no, well, you can keep your American citizenship and you have Philippine. Can you have a Philippine citizenship?
No, they don't grant citizenship here.
Only on special.
Only for, it literally takes an act of Congress to make a foreigner a citizen of the Philippines.
Hoy, Brother Rick, I don't think I'm gonna play against you.
Yes, you are. I want boom boom.
I want you to play against me, but not Brother Rick to win for you. What? You need other people now for you to just get boom boom?
Sure, it never hurts to rely on
Oh,
people. Rely on people and get some help. Look, guys, it's beer 30. Time for a beer.
Rely.
Did you ever put the beer in the refrigerator?
I did, but I brought more, so it fills up.
I see.
I don't know. Honey Pie becomes a coward.
Coward.
Coward because you didn't even play against the children. My two students from school, which is my nephew, Sean is 6 years old and Dion is 8. They know how to play chess and they come over here and they say, Uncle Randy, we play chess. He said, no, I don't want to play.
Oh, that was the day I got done working in the workshop.
You're tired?
And I just got home.
Ooh.
I just got home and I was tired. I didn't want to sit and play chess. I wanted to sit and relax for a little bit.
My back is really killing me.
Nice butt.
You're not massaging my Back, you're massaging my butt. My butt doesn't
Your
hurt.
butt's down there. I assume you're sitting on your butt.
Rose,
That's
I'll
not-
play
not
you
true.
chess for banana Q. Banana Q? You want banana Q?
What's banana Q?
Banana Q is a banana, a plantain banana, ripe. You fried it with a lot of oil and you put
Right.
sugar on it.
Right.
Am I right?
That's what they call it. Fried banana, yeah.
I love fried banana, but I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
like the
Makes sense.
overripe banana. I like the one that's just got.
Sure, guys. That's better than sex. Better than boom boom.
I hear nothing. Billy Graham is asking for a friend request. I think Billy is Ron. Ron Prince? I don't know.
Who's Billy? Rick, if I lose to you in chess, Rose, we have to play pool. Do they have pool tables in?
Yeah,
Hello?
we have in Almeria.
Oh, it's in America.
Yes.
Cheers, Randy. Oh yeah. Nothing like a nice cold beer. Speaking of which, I forgot to put another one in the freezer so it chills off while I'm drinking this one. I have to bring beer up to the shop and stock the fridge up there too because I'm out. Oh shit, I'll play pool with any of you in the chat. Now that's my game of choice. Yeah, I used to play a lot of pool, not on the big tables, but on the what do they call them? Billiard tables down at the American Legion in the States.
If I lose to you in chess, Rose, we have to play pool. I don't know how to play pool. I'm not even familiar with billiards, but I am sure can hit the ball. How about we play basketball on the basketball court that we made for the school? I think I can shoot. I like basketball more than the pool.
You aren't going to want to play on that court though. It doesn't have a roof on it. They'd cook to death.
Well, we don't have to
They
play
look
it.
like ants running
We
around.
don't have to play when it's hot. I grew up with a pool table. Dad was always in the bar, so he would send me to the pool table. We should play OSF. Sure. Oh, really? That's great, Preston. I'm like you, Randy. I'm like my beer icy cold. Yeah, I put most of the time it get icy, and most of the time he forget it from the freezer.
Sometimes.
He go, man,
It's not that
sometime.
often.
It's most of the time.
Well, no, sometimes it freezes before I get around to finish.
Differentiate most of the
finishing
time
it.
and sometimes. Sometimes it's like sometimes a year or 2 times a year. You do it
Sometimes.
many
What?
days within a week.
No, I don't.
Yes.
I don't.
Uy,
You're crazy.
not crazy.
When's the last time I?
This face is crazy.
Yeah. Crazy cute. When's the last time you came across the
Yesterday.
There was not.
Yes.
Oh, bull. She's pulling your leg. I didn't have one in the freezer.
I'm not pulling their leg.
Yes, you are.
Everyone wins. Yeah, hell yeah, Rick. That would be fun.
1 star. I'm
Hi, sis Filipina.
1 star. I'm 6'4", Rose. I'll shoot some hoops with you. Laugh out loud. 6'4", huh? You're tall. 1 star. Good when Randy gets boom boom. is a sure thing if we play pool.
So, Ginoo, I don't know how to play pool. Thank you.
That's why it's a sure thing.
Huh?
Thank you, Filipino Munchkin.
Why? Is your payday today?
Everyone.
Thank you, Honey Pie. I never wanted to do a live, guys, but my Honey Pie is very frustrated with the video this morning because it's not earning any revenue, no ads, no income from that video, and that's why I said, okay, let's do live and talk to the guys. It will comfort you. So now, there, you have $14 today.
Yeah.
Oh,
$15.
must be happy. He doesn't care for the income from the YouTube, guys.
Munchkin, what I want is to have you send me some of that beautiful broccoli that you grow. Oh.
She will just grow for us when she comes over. Hoy, sis Filipina.
Like I say, do you think it would grow here if we planted it in October? I guess it doesn't hurt to try, right? Most it's gonna do is go to seed.
I'm trying to say, Filipina Manskin, bye-bye guys. Next time, okay. Sis Filipina Manskin, brother Steve, vlogging life, lives in Arizona as well. Maybe you can be friends and share your very, very good vegetables with him. He loves flower garden though. I didn't see vegetable garden. Randy, I love the pig video. It may not have made much, but the friends in the chat like it anyway. Yes.
Are you going to bed, Munchkin?
Oh, it's already midnight over there, I guess.
12 o'clock.
Might be
No.
8 p.m.
Like 8 or 9. She's in Arizona, right? So that's
Yes,
I think
she lives.
it's 11 o'clock at night in on the East Coast, so it'd be 11, 10, 9 in Arizona.
She lives in Arizona.
Why am I funny? I love broccoli. It's one of my favorite vegetables. That and I love pea pods. Oh, that's another cool
Peapods?
pea pods. Yeah,
What's that?
it's pods, that just have tiny little peas in them. You use them for like stir fry and stuff.
Not asparagus.
Asparagus is good too,
Right.
but that's
I
really
love asparagus.
that's really hard to grow.
Asparagus.
And that's definitely a cold weather crop because that comes up one of the first things to come up in the spring after the ground thaws out.
I had a new friend from our YouTube family from Cebu. Oi, Brother Rick, I have to share with you that friend of mine. She's married to a German and they are in Hala, I forgot where they are in Cebu.
Realized she lives in the USA.
They are
9 o'clock here.
They are hiring, Brother Rick, listen to this. They are hiring an engineer or construction company to do their house. They contracted it to do 1.6 million on the site development, that's what he said, and then 3.6 million for the house. But until now, they were already working it for 6 months. I mean, from October last year up to now, they don't even finish it with the site development.
What are you
So
talking about?
my new friend from the YouTube,
Your new friend.
yeah, from Cebu. She's a friend. The Filipina and the I don't remember. But please, if you want to, and I share them our story, if you want to build your home, I don't think you need engineer or contractor to do it. Do it with yourself, assess it with yourself, because like what we do here, I manage it.
Good night, Rusty.
Nah, bullshit. You're not going to bed?
Yeah. Yeah, we know where he's going.
Ah,
Uh-oh, the stabilizer is about to go dead.
it's okay. We're about done anyway.
So,
Bye-bye, guys. So they are in Cebu, Brother Rick. I will get back to you where they are in Cebu. He is a German. And maybe they have lots of money,
see you,
so
one star.
it's okay for them to waste money, but he's pissed. He said, Han, the German said they will go to Tulfo and complain the construction company because they did anything yet within 6 months.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if how they arrange
Did
the
they pay him
payment.
money
That's-
already?
Mostly they get 50%, or I don't know how the construction works. But sometimes they get advance payment and then the full paid after it's done.
The stabilizer went dead.
Yeah. So anyway, guys, it's wonderful chatting with all of you, but unfortunately, I have to go. Han, I have to go and take care of the pigs, and I have to go down to the school. So say bye bye.
All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for joining. And
You can still stay and talk
no,
to
I'm
them.
not gonna sit and hold that thing.
Okay.
It's been long enough. What have we been on here for? 3 hours?
I know, Rusty. I'm just trying to cheer you up. Thank you, guys. I'm going to take care of the
Alright.
pigs.
Really tired. Those fires have wore me out.
Are there still fires? Bye, Rick. Bye, Rusty. Bye, everyone on the chat. Brother Rick and Marilyn, 1 star. Whew, I don't want to miss
Rick,
anyone.
Have a
Filipina
great day.
Munchkin. All of you guys, all of you that always chit chat with us. If we sit here and yak with all of you, it's been a wonderful time always. Spending time, engaging with all of you.
So, all right. Well, cheers and sleep well, everyone. Because most people who are watching are from the U.S., right?
Yes.
There's some in the Philippines, but
Yeah. Now, Brother Rick is in the Philippines.
is it?
Did you know that they only got up at 10:30? Oh, they're doing their honeymoon
Nothing.
yet.
Nothing wrong with that. Well, it takes time to do good boom boom.
I know. So the stabilizer that we are using to put our phone is dead. So, and it's about time. Bye, guys. We love you all, guys, and we appreciate
See
your
you on the next
time.
one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There you go.